Don't worry. Everything is going to be okay. Will you forgive me? My best friend. Please. Tissue box. Nothing but static. A sketchbook. By the way, Omori's eyeing us. A light bulb hangs from the ceiling. Do you want to destroy it? Something drags everyone into the shadows. Something. Something taunts Sunny as he falls. Calms down. Sunny hits something. It hit right in the heart. 2 damage. Two damage. Something sways in the wind. Something sways in the wind. You feel like your life is in danger. Took 143 damage. Your lungs tighten up. $17 damage. Your heart beats out of your chest. Your fingers won't stop trembling. You hear your breathing begin to steady. You hear your heart begin to steady. You gather all your courage and learn to overcome. You got a light bulb. Of course not. Sonny, you're finally here. I've always dreamed that you would come back for me, but maybe it's too late. The truth of that day will be hard to accept. When you see it, you have to stay strong. And if you can, please, forgive me. You got Basil's photo album. There's still hope for us, because you're here. I believed in you and you came back for me, so please, believe in me too. The door is locked. The doorway is covered in hair. An eerie red glow radiates from the TV. You feel strangely drawn to it. My only daughter is gone. That portrait is new. And you were my only son. I can't lose you as well. Please, be a good boy, Sonny. Please be a good boy. Oh, Mom's gone. You see 4 kids climbing a ladder to space. You see 5 kids having a picnic. You see 4 kids talking to a whale. You see 4 kids riding an elevator. You see 3 kids and 1 toast. You see 4 kids talking to a giant statue. You see 4 kids playing in the forest. You see 4 kids riding a minecart. This person is breathing steadily. This person is breathing steadily. This person is not breathing. The door's locked. The door's locked. The door's locked. This person is not breathing. Sonny, don't worry. Everything is going to be okay. Mara's calendar. Today is the day of the recital. This person is not breathing. Something's preventing you from getting any closer. The air feels nice in here. You can hear some birds chirping outside. The smell of clean laundry fills the air. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your cheeks. The air feels nice in here. Fun fact. Tying a flower crown is kind of like how you tie a noose. There's something behind you. Basil's memories. That's new. You heard some scoffing from behind the wall, but paid it no notice. You were in no mood to focus. You were overcome. You were sick of everything. You knew it wasn't a big deal, but you couldn't control yourself. Your precious violin lay shattered at the bottom of the staircase. You had thrown it in a rage. Your fingers were shaking in pain, practicing over and over. But you still made mistake after mistake. This was all a bad idea. Mari was yelling at you. You couldn't understand what she was saying. She didn't understand you at all. She didn't understand that you just weren't good enough. The only thing you held on to was your anger. This pain. Was it her fault? Mari blocked your path. She said that she wasn't finished talking. She told you not to run away. But why not? You did this all for her. Why was she yelling at you? You didn't understand. You lost all sense and push her down the staircase. You watch Mari crash on top of your broken violin. The sound wakes you up to notice to nothing but silence. You call out to her, but she doesn't answer. It happened in an instant. You didn't mean to do that. Well, you didn't mean to push her, didn't you? It was an accident, right? You're not sure. You tremble your way down the staircase. You call her name, but she doesn't answer. You sweep the bits of wood from her body. Nothing but scratches. You turn her around and see her face. She looks asleep. But then, why isn't she answering? You pick up Mari and drag her up the stairs. She feels lighter than you thought. She just needs to lie down in the bed. She just needs some rest. Your heart beats out of your chest. Your head feels fuzzy. You lose vision. You push the door to the bedroom open and make your way to her bed. She's gonna be okay, right? This is just a dream. This is just a dream, right? You call her name over and over, but she doesn't answer. You watch the light from the window cast a shadow over her face. She's expressionless. You sink your fingers into her arm and break down into tears. You want to scream for help, but you're afraid. You mumble to yourself. What if they ask what happened? There's no way you can tell them the truth. Who would be able to forgive you? Who would believe that it was an accident? A whisper comes from behind you, but you ignore it. A cry comes from behind you, but you ignore it. You cover your face with your arms. This isn't real. None of this is real. Why won't you wake up? Everything is dark. The shadows slither around you. You don't understand what is happening. Your head starts to feel fuzzy. You sink into a crevice in your mind. An empty, white room. Your shoulders feel heavy. A whisper whispers something unspeakable. Your eyes widen. It tells you to follow its lead. It says it's the only way out. It says that everything will be okay. You pick up Mari's body and lift it down the staircase. She feels lighter than you thought. You feel multiple eyes shift their gaze to you. You keep your eyes towards the ground. You hear the sound of a familiar sliding door. A voice tells you to walk. A gust of wind enters the room as the light engulfs you. You keep your eyes toward the ground. As you face forward, you can listen to the crunch of the grass and feel the coolness of the wind. You hear the leaves in the trees shake as the sun begins to set, but you try to ignore it. It's all just a dream. You lay down Mari's body and look up for the first time. Small rays of light shine through the cracks in the leaves. You relish in its beauty and savor the moment. You think, even if this is all real, if you keep looking at the leaves, that everything will be okay. You hear someone pacing, the crunching of the grass sifting back and forth. You think you see a figure pick something off the ground, but you're not sure. You keep staring at the leaves overhead. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. You hear shuffling. You hear dragging and creaking and pulling. Something is happening, but you refuse to look away from the leaves. Your head feels fuzzy again. You bite your tongue and attempt to wake up one last time, but it's no use. You're still here. As you and Basil step into the house, you look back towards the tree and see it. The light engulfs it as it sways in the wind. For a moment, you feel at peace. You hate yourself for feeling this way. Is that all then? Is everything going to be okay now? You feel a cold hand clutch yours. You try to jerk away, but it squeezes back, unwilling to let you go. The hand drags you backwards. You look up and see your best friend for the first time. Basil. You see the tears falling from his tired eyes as he looks ahead. You suddenly realize that none of this is a dream. All of this is real. Suddenly, Basil stops. You look up at his eyes, but this time they're wide awake, staring at something. You turn your eyes towards it as well. An eye meets yours. Your heart sinks into your stomach. You shouldn't have looked back. You just shouldn't have looked.